Are we supposed to know what we're doing? No? Great. Just checking.
Being in the Navy and seeing how the officers, operate on their day-to-day, and then actually becoming an Army officer, it is a tremendous difference. And you would never think, I never thought that. Like, I thought it was the same, like, across the board. But no, like, it's a whole different ball game, a whole different experience. Like, of course, I was never a Navy officer, but I worked closely with a lot of officers. I was an aviation maintenance man, so I worked very, very close with the officer pilots. And we had a lot of officers in our chain of command. CO, the XO, we don't see them as much. In the Navy, we don't see the officers as much as we see it in the Army. More so, we don't work as close. In the Army, the enlisted and the officers, they work so close with each other. And I didn't think it was going to be like that, because being in the Navy, we don't work that close with the officers, unless like you had a job like mine. Like, I was working with the pilots. They depended on me to like reset their passwords to their computers, and they had to do things before their flight. I had to calculate their flight hours, maintain the aircraft discrepancy book, stuff like that. They may have questions for me. Or if you were a PRs, yeah, the PRs, they're the ones that like sew the gear together for the pilots, make sure that their gear is intact. The logistics, they just issue out gear and tools and things like that. And sometimes the pilots will go there to get maybe an extra pair of boots or something like that. Being an officer in the Army, I don't feel like an officer. I really don't feel like an officer, because I'm like told what to do, when to do it, how to do it. It's just like a lot of micromanaging. At least that's my experience. I can't speak for everybody else, but from what I'm seeing, from what I'm observing, from my experience, it's like, compared to the Navy, no. The officers in the Navy are chill. They come there and just supervise, make sure everything is running properly. They come there to get a pass down, see what's going on, how things are running. They stand there in the background and make sure everything's operating correctly. But they're not like being told what to do, how to do it, when to be here, what time. No, you can't leave, go to lunch at this time, be back at this time. Like, that is not how it is in the Navy. Like, it's just not like that. You can ask people questions all day, but you have to experience it for yourself, because it's just completely different. It's nothing like experiencing it and observing it for yourself. And it's just like, yeah, I'm a reserve officer. I don't know how it is being an active duty officer, but I could imagine that it's probably not a difference. They're just there full time. They're there every day, Monday through Friday, versus I'm here 2 days out the month, but it's just crazy to me from my observation. I just wanted to get on here and just share my observation and my experience. Seeing officers in the Navy versus actually being one in the Army, it is completely different. It's to the point that if I was going to stay in longer, I will transition back to the Navy. I would try to go back green or blue. I would definitely try to do that. That's something that I would try to do, because I will feel more like an officer. Like, officers are not stressed out in the Navy as they are in the Army. And I get it, like, the mission is probably different. I don't know. I don't even know if there's a logical explanation for it. All I know is it's different. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully that, I gave you some insight if you were thinking about which branch you should go to as an officer. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in my next video.